Welcome to Mishna study. Masechet Demai Perek Dalet Mishnah Vav. Over here, we're going to speak about if a person tells a shaliach, he tells a friend of his, right, go buy me from someone who's trusted. I need you to go to Mahane Yehuda and go get me some fruits from someone who's trusted on Ma'asrot. Could we trust this person to come back with me'usar fruits? Could we trust them to come back and say, okay, I took care of what you asked me to do? So let's go through. We have to discuss, is this person himself trusted? Is he not trusted? Let's go through and understand the case of the Mishnah. A person tells someone who's not trusted over Ma'asrot. This person is not ne'eman. This person himself, we'd have to be suspicious of him if he really separated or not, and we would have to separate Demai from his own foods. So this owner now tells this shaliach, who's not trusted on Ma'asrot, Kachli mimishu ne'eman. Go to the shuk and go get me from someone who is trusted. Right? Or he says, Umimishu me'aser. Or from someone who separates ma'asrot. Eno ne'eman. Mi'ish piloni, hareze ne'eman. Halach likach lo mimenu, amar lo mesativ, v'lakachti lecha me'acher shu ne'eman, eno ne'eman. So let's go back and explain that. Right? So if a person tells him, go. Just tell someone who's not trusted in Ma'asrot, go get from someone who is trusted, or from someone who is me'aser, right? Or someone who separates Ma'asrot. Right? It's interesting. Why do we need this double language? It sounds like it's the same thing. Someone who's ne'eman is usually someone who's me'aser, right? Rambam will explain. We'll touch on this in a moment. What's the deen? Eno ne'eman. This person is not trusted. If he comes back with fruits, we can't assume that he actually took them from someone who is me'aser. So Rambam, by the way, just explains what's this double language. Take this from someone who's trusted, and get it from someone who's me'aser. So he says when we say over here someone who's trusted, we're not talking about trusted over ma'asrot, because that's what the next case is. The next case is someone who's me'aser. So what's someone who's trusted? Ne'eman. Perush ne'eman over here is ne'eman al tum'ah v'tahara, right? She'eno ma'achil isur v'lo tameh, right? So this person who's trusted on tum'ah and tahara. Right, so he wants something tahor, something as opposed to something tameh. So he says, "Go get me something tahor, or go get me something that's me'usar." Right? He tells this person who's not necessarily trusted. And on Eman, where the person comes back with, we have to assume that it's demai. We have to assume that it may be something tameh. But if he tells him, "Meish peloni," tells this person who's not trusted, but he says, "I want you to go get it from, Yehuda's place in the shuk." Okay, now he's telling him which store to go to. He's telling which owner to go to. When the person comes back, he is trusted. Now, why would he be trusted over here? Because someone like this is going to be scared to lie. He's going to be scared to try and trick, this person who sent him. Right? Imagine, because he's assuming that they'll bump into each other. Right? He's going to bump into Yehuda later on in Kinis the next day, and he's going to ask, how are the fruits that I sent home to you? Right? So they're going to be in contact, and therefore, if he specifies the person, then we could assume that he's coming back from that store. But if he just says, I want you to just get me from anyone who's trusted, then we can't trust him. Now, let's say he comes back. Right? He said, go get it from Yehuda's store. And Amar lo, guy comes back, Shliach comes back. Lo mitzativ, I didn't find him. But lakachti lecha me'acher shu ne'eman. But I figured you told me to go to him because you wanted me to get it from someone else from someone who's trusted. So I went to go and I bought it from a different store who is also trusted on Ma'asrot. Could we trust these words? Could we trust what he's saying? Eno ne'eman. Also over here, this person is not trusted in this last statement as well.